Alright, we're back with some more Run and Bun. Just give me a second. Alright. Let's do some more Run and Bun. Always get nervous playing this game. We're starting off with our last double battle before the Elite Four, and I guess before optionals. There could be a couple. I haven't looked at any optionals. I haven't even looked at the E4 yet. But I have a couple of fights all planned, and hopefully they go well. Alright, so going to start off with, let me make sure I'm on the right screen. Cool. Togedemaru. Infernape. Because in here, we need Arcaps. We have Golisopod. Beedrill. We have Sneasler. And we have Weirder is just a sack, just in case. It's a piece of shit trash. Okay. Let's do the correct levels. So let's go to, I don't even know if I have to level. Let's see, I don't have a note for it, but 92, 95, 92, 95, 91, and then this guy's a sack. So I don't need to level anyone. Let's get the items correct. So we need a Health Stone. We need a Iron Ball on Togi. Where's my Iron Ball? Shouldn't be this high up. Did I miss it? Here it is. We need a Choice Band. Do I have one? I do. Citrus Berry. On you. We need a Mega Stone on Beedrill. It doesn't look like we need any other items. Alright, so there is a left guy bug with this fight. Let me do my pre-damage first. We're going to pre-damage to... Let's load up the script. Alright, so we're going to pre-damage Togi to 160. Going to pre-damage Golisopod to 178. Oops, he's in slot 3. Alright, so let me check I have everything right. So I do have a note in here to flip Togi and Archeops potentially, because I'm pretty sure there's a left guy bug where Sceptile, according to this trainer sheet... Where is he? Victory Road Split. He should be in slot 1 and Golisopod should be in slot 2, but every single time I've watched someone's video, they've gotten left guy bug. So I'm going to be planning for the left guy bug. If we get left guy bugged, I'm going to just reset and switch my order on the beginning, because the baiting will matter, and I'll show why it matters. So let's just bring everyone into the calculator. Beedrill. And we have our sack. Alright, so this is a double battle. And it's going to start off with a regular Sceptile in Overgrow. So we're starting off with Togi. Togi's pre-damage to 160. That doesn't matter for the... This guy also has an Iron Ball. He has an Iron Ball for later on. But basically, he's holding an Iron Ball. This is always going to bait out Focus Blast from Sceptile. This is regular Sceptile with Overgrow, so always bait out a fast kill from him. We also have Archeops, so he'll never be looking into this slot. They also start off with a Golisopod. Now, Golisopod, we're pre-damaged to 160 because I could level up during this fight. I'm not too sure, but we never show a kill with Knockoff. We only ever always show a kill with Liquidation. So first turn is going to be Focus Blast into Togedemaru and Liquidation into Togedemaru for the fast kills. We're 99 speed, so we're slower than the Golisopod. So he's always going to focus into the Togedemaru. With turn 1, we have a choice. I didn't bring over all the sets. Do I not have a choice band on this guy? Right, I do have a choice band. So turn 1, we're going to just dual Wing Beat and kill this Sceptile. More importantly, this guy's going to take a little bit of chip damage because he's hitting into Spiky Shield, which we're going to click on Togedemaru. Now, this is why it's important for the left guy bug, because we need Togedemaru across from the the Skeptile slot. If it was Archeops, it would show it would bring in Florges. We want to bring in the Surfetch because this guy's always seeing a kill with only close combat. We're pre-damaged to 160, so it should never be knockoff right here. Should only ever be close combat into Togedemaru. So turn 2, we are going to outspeed and kill this guy with dual wing beat on Surfetch. He will never click detect because he's seeing a fast kill. And on the liquidation, we're going to switch into our own Golisopod. We're pre-damaged to 178. So basically right now at level 92, we do 268 divided by 2. Gets us to 134, so we're going to subtract 1 to go to 133. We're going to add in the minimum roll, which is 46. Brings us to 179, and then I went to 178, so it was 1 HP even lower because we're always fine. And we're going to emergency exit back out to, or we're going to emergency exit out to B-Drill. Now, this is going to bring out the last guy on the left side. With B-Drill, we're just going to Mega and click Poison Jab on this Florges, and then with the extra chip from the Spiky Shield, we can just dual wing beat kill the Golisopod. Now, this should be baiting in because it's looking into the Archeops slot. It's going to go with the first Mon that we don't kill. We out-damage both. The Kangaskhan gets shown with Scrappy instead. Let me just go right here. So we out-damage both, but we don't kill. Even though it shows kills right here, it has a Focus Sash. So this turn right here, it doesn't think it's going to die, so it's going to come out. We're going to always U-turn with B-Drill. This might kill, might not, doesn't matter. And we're going to be locked into dual wing beat, and we're just going to dual wing beat the Honchkrow. Now, we're going to bring in our Sneasler. Sneasler is faster than Mega Kangaskhan. We're always going to click Fake Out, and then just click dual wing beat on this Mega Kangaskhan. Then we outspeed and kill it with dual wing beat the next turn. And if not, we have a close combat just in case. That was a lot. Let's make sure we have everything right. So I'm going to be accounting for the left guy bug. If we get left guy bugged, I am switching because it's going to make the fight significantly difficult. I am planning for the left guy bug to happen because I've seen all the other streamers it happen. So we have Iron Ball, 160. We have this guy with the Citrus Berry, 178. And this guy with the Beedrillite. This guy level 91. Let me just make sure. Level 91 outspeeds Mega Kangaskhan for Fake Out. Yep, 249 speed. Not that I'm ever dead to the fake outs, and I would always get my fake out off, but, you know, it's always fine. Alright, so let's get up to the fight, and then we're going to double check everything. So this is fight number 6 in Victory Road. So that's Wally, that's 1. This is fight 2. This is fight 3. This is fight 4, which we already did. And this is fight 5. Let me just make sure my repellent's on. Cool. I don't know where this fight is. Whoops. Oh, it's right down here. Alright, let me just double check everything. So we have this guy with a Choice Band. This guy level 92 with an Iron Ball. This guy with a Citrus Berry at 178. This guy with a Mega Stone. And this guy with no item because it's not needed. Alright. Let's go full screen. Let's turn off the music. And again, if we get left guy bugged, whoops. That's good. We want to get left guy bugged. It doesn't really matter. It's not, we're not like abusing any, what do you call it, like spread bugs. So the left guy damage, or left guy bug, we're just trying to make it so it's, you know, so we can line up the slots. We're not trying to like abuse any of the bugs or anything. Just gonna check one more time. So, Archeops 95 with the Choice Band, 92 with an Iron Ball. Golisopod, 178. This guy. So we're assuming we're going to get left guy bugged here. We want Skeptile to be across from Togedemaru. It's just from what I've seen other trainers, they always get left guy bugged, so... He's on the left, which is a left guy bug, which is what we assumed. Right, correct. Alright, so we have Togedemaru pre-damage to 160. So, this should always bait out. Liquidation into Togedemaru and Focus Blast into Togedemaru. With, let me just make sure. Alright, so with Archeops, we are going to click Dual Wing Beat into Skeptile. And with Togedemaru, we are going to Spiky Shield. Perfect. This should be liquidation into Togi. Oh well. Me attack first. Okay. Just straight up killed it with one dual wing beat. That's kind of funny. Perfect. Because of the Iron Ball, again, we're slower than this Golisopod. Now this should look into the Togi slot, and this should always bring out the Surf Edge for exactly close combat. On turn 2, we are going to click Dual Wing Beat onto this guy, and we're going to switch to our own Golisopod on Togi. This should be liquidation into our Golisopod. Cool. And this will always proc emergency exit. Literally the min roll. It's funny. Because I pre-damaged the 1 extra. So, and we're going to go right into B-Drill here. Just make sure B-Drill is a Mega Stone, right? Yep. Alright, this is going to bait out the last guy on the left side. So after that little bit of chip from the liquidation onto Togedemaru's shield, we are locked into Dual Wing Beat. We are going to Dual Wing Beat kill the Golisopod. It won't get emergency exited because it doesn't emergency exit until after both hits. And with Beedrill, we are just going to Mega and click Poison Jab on the Florges. This always kills. That was 153%. And this always kills. Perfect. This is going to bring out the Honchkrow right here. Honchkrow has no priority moves at all. We are going to U-turn on this Honchkrow. This is going to break his Focus Sash. And we're going to click our Dual Wing Beat that we're locked into. Even if this U-turn crits, it kills, but otherwise it doesn't matter. And we're going to go right into Sneasler. Let me just make sure. Sneasler, I checked this like 3 times, but Sneasler's faster. Cool. And Archeops kills this guy with Dual Wing Beat. Perfect. And we're going to click Dual Wing Beat and Fake Out, and then we're going to be faster with both mods. So right here we can click Dual Wing Beat and Fake Out. Perfect. And now we can just click Dual Wing Beat and close combat and always kill him. And that's the first fight. Alright. Save our game. we just saved game. Let's emergency or escape rope out. Alright, let's take off all of our items. Well, actually, no, don't. We just keep this on B-drill because we're gonna need it. I think, I'm not sure if we need it now, but let's take a look at the next fight. This fight, alright, this fight I remember. This fight I actually cooked up a pretty good strat, I think. But if I fucked up anything on this fight, I'm pretty sure Blaziken would 1v9 my entire team, so hopefully I didn't. Let's get everyone all set up and everything, and then we're gonna run over the line. So we're starting off this fight with Archeops. We have Aggron. This guy goes down here. We have Hydreigon. We have Beedrill. Alright, so Beedrill staying in his slot. We have Electrode and Barraskewda. Alright, so let's do... Oh, this guy goes in here. Alright, let's do all our leveling first. So, 95, 95, 95. Everyone should be 95, so we need this guy to 95. Alright, so let's look at the items. We need a Choice Scarf on Archeops. No item on Aggron. We need a second Choice Scarf, so we got it. Let's go grab that real quick. Alright, let's go back real quick. Okay. Let's put on a Choice Scarf. Onto Hydreigon. This guy should have the Beedrillite. I'll check that in a second. You need an Aspire Berry on you. I don't think we need that, but that's just in case some shit happened. And a held item, a Life Orb. We need to pre-toxic Hydreigon. Hydreigon, we're gonna pre-toxic. Alright, so let me just make sure I have everything. We're gonna put everyone to the calc and we're gonna run through the line. So this guy, level 95 with a Choice Scarf, full HP. This guy, none. Right here, just level 95. This guy with a Choice Scarf, pre-toxic. We're gonna heal him up before the fight. Beedrill with the Beedrillite, level 95. This guy with an Aspire Berry, level 95, full HP. And this guy, level 95. Okay, so let's bring everyone to the calc. Aggron, we need Hydreigon. We have Beedrill. Mega Beedrill. We have Electrode. And we have Barraskewda. So, turn 1. Let me bring over everybody, because I don't have all the scripts in here. Okay. Turn 1. We outspeed and kill the Scolipede with a Choice Scarf. Usually if we weren't Choice Scarf, we'd be 1 point slower, but with the Choice Scarf, this guy's a Focus Sash, but we don't care. We always kill him with dual Wing Beats. This is gonna bait out the Garchomp because we're faster than everything in the back with 400 speed, so it's gonna go for the first thing that sees a slow kill. Now, because of high crit AI, this guy is most likely to click Stone Edge. It doesn't matter. We're gonna switch right into Aggron. He could also click Stealth Rocks. We accounted for both, and neither impact our line at all. So let's just assume he did Stealth Rocks because we're going to be switching out on this turn. So even if he clicked Stone Edge, this would always just bait out Earthquake. So we would be taking no damage, or we're going to be taking Stealth Rocks damage when we then switch into Hydreigon on this switch. So Hydreigon's going to take toxic damage, and he's going to take it twice because we're going to kill this guy with Draco Meteor, plus he'll take Stealth Rocks. Now, this is how razor thin this line is. 295 divided by 16 is 18, and 295, which is, again, his max HP divided by 8, is 36. So Hydreigon is going to come in, and on the worst case, he's going to be taking rocks. So 295 minus the rocks damage, which is 36, minus the first damage of toxic, which is an 16th of his health, brings us down to 241. We are then going to Draco Meteor and kill this Garchomp. We're going to take another 36. This brings us to 205. Now, again, we are faster than everything in the back, so this is going to go for the first thing with a slow kill that we do not kill. This is always going to bait out close combat from this guy. We are going to be at minimum 205 HP. This guy does not start seeing kills with Body Slam until 204, so it's down to 1 HP. So this will always be close combat. And again, this guy has sheer force, but close combat, it only does that for moves that have a positive side effect, like all his other ones, like Body Slam, Zen Headbutt, and Throat Chop. But for close combat, he's going to take the Life Orb chip, which is 10%, very important, and he's going to do a close combat, which is going to lower his defense by 1. Let me just look at my notes real quick. I was doing that off head. And then we're going to switch to Beedrill, who tanks this close combat, would also even take a crit, and also takes stealth, even if he takes Stealth Rocks, will always be fine, because we're going to come in, he's going to be -1 defense, and we always kill with Leech Life. Heal back a lot of, if not all of our HP. So in the worst case, let's say we get max roll crit, and we take Stealth Rocks. So Stealth Rocks does a fourth of our HP, which is 61. And we take a max roll crit. So we're taking 61, so we're down to 184. Plus a close combat max roll crit would be 120. We would be down to 64. Now, this Tauros is going to take a little bit from his Life Orb. So 271 minus 27 is just 244. We're going to Leech Life, which heals back half of the HP, which means we're going to heal back 122. So in the worst case, we'd be at 186 HP right here. This is going to, we're, again, faster than everything in the back, so it's going to go for the first thing that shows a slow kill. This will always bait out Waterfall from this guy. Even if we're at full HP, or even if we're at 186, never baits out Ice Fang. We'll always go for Waterfall. We switch into, we're going to U-turn. U-turn for 27% chip. And then we're going to go right into our Electrode, who can always kill this thing with a Volt Switch. I don't know why we have the old Asper Berry, but Volt Switch, which does a minimum of 232, plus the Beedrill U-turn chip, which is 85, does 317, which is more than his HP. And we get to pick the mon we want to come in. We're going to pick Barrascuda. Barrascuda is showing a fast kill to the Blaziken in the back, but he's not showing this guy a kill. So this turn right here, we are going to flip turn right here. We have a Life Orb. This flip turn will never kill. I think that was important. Right. So this flip turn does a minimum of 36% and always baits out Discharge. We're going to go into Hydreigon, who takes very little from this. And even if we got 205 HP and we took a Discharge, we also are pre-toxic, so we can never get paralyzed. And even after all that damage, including Stealth Rocks, we would still only be baiting out Sludge Bomb. We are going to U-turn into, and this could kill if this crits, and then this guy crits, it's fine, but it always baits out Sludge Bomb. We are going to U-turn on Hydreigon to Beedrill, and again, Beedrill takes all of this HP right here. And with both of those U-turns, doing 36% and 17%, this guy's U-turn does 51. Let me just make sure that makes sense. So 107 is Barrascuda's minimum U-turn, or flip turn, plus Hydreigon's minimum U-turn, which is 50, plus Beedrill's minimum U-turn, which is 150. Does 307, which always kills the Electros. And if for somehow this guy killed the U-turn, we just wouldn't go into Beedrill, we would always just go into Barrascuda. And we're going to U-turn, and if we kill, that's fine. We're just going to go into Barrascuda. And Barrascuda always outspeeds and kills this Blaziken. We need to make sure that we have Barrascuda out before anything. And then we just kill him. I believe this line is good. If somehow Blaziken comes out earlier and I miss something, we're fucked. But we have Archeops level 95 with a Choice Scarf. Aggron, no item. This guy Choice Scarfed with pre-toxic. I did pre-toxic, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I wouldn't have wrote pre-poison. That's fine. And then we need to make sure to heal the full. This guy with a Beedrillite. This guy with an Asprey Bear. This was just in case somehow he somehow picked Ice Fang. You know, I would have a roll to at least live and then at least not wipe or something. But he shouldn't ever. And this guy with the Life Orb. Level 95. Okay, let's make sure to heal up before this fight. So this is, we're doing fight 7. This is Wally fight 1. This is the double fight 2. This is fight 3. This is fight 4. This is fight 5. This is the double. Okay. We want to heal up real quick. Alright, we're going to run through everything. We're going to save. We're going to run through everything one more time. Just make sure we didn't miss anything. So Archeops has a Choice Scarf. Perfect. Level 95. This guy, no item. Level 95. Perfect. This guy with a Choice Scarf. Level 95. And he's pretty toxic. This guy with a Mega Stone. This guy with an Asprey Berry. Level 95. And this guy with a Life Orb. Okay, let's go full screen and let's fucking do this. Turn off the music. Alright, so turn 1, this is going to bait out the Scolipede. This thing really wants to set up some type of hazards and stuff. We're just going to outspeed and kill it with dual wing beats. And this thing has a focus sash, but dual wing beat does not matter. We are faster than everything, so it's going to go to the first thing that we don't show a kill to that shows us a kill. So it's going to be Garchomp. And it's going to be like, I think it's 80-20 to click Stone Edge versus Stealth Rocks. I think Stone Edge is nicer. It makes it so if I forgot something, at least, you know, should be a little bit nicer. But either is fine. We're going to switch right into Aggron here. That's perfectly fine. Now, because this is the second turn, it's going to always prioritize a fast kill, so this will always be Earthquake. We're going to switch right into Hydreigon, who has the Levitate ability, so we take no damage from this Earthquake. And we drop a Draco. Gonna take a little bit of toxic damage. Perfect. We drop a Draco. Let me just make sure. Yep. This should always be... We're faster than everything in the back, so it's gonna go to the first thing that we don't show a kill to that kills us, which is gonna be Tauros. This should be Tauros for close combat. We are choice locked, so we can't even U-turn if we want to. We're just going to switch right into Beedrill. And very important that he's clicking a move that is not impacted by sheer force. So he should take 10% of his HP, and he should take -1 defense and -1 SPDEF. Perfect. We are going to Mega Evolve, and we are going to click Leech Life. And after he takes that 10% chip, and after he gets -1 defense, we always kill. And we are initially slower, but once we Mega, we become faster. Now, because our defense is low, we're always going to be baiting out Waterfall from the Gyarados. We're faster than everything, so it's going to go the first thing that shows us a slow kill. Perfect. This is always going to be Waterfall. We are going to U-turn on this guy, because we don't want to get hit by this Waterfall. This does 27% chip, very needed chip. And we're gonna go right into Electrode. Perfect. And we outspeed and we kill this thing with Volt Switch. So we're going to be able to choose our next Mon to come in. Static doesn't matter for 2 reasons. 1, it's Lumbering, and 2, we were going to outspeed and kill it anyways. We always go with Volt Switch. Now we're going to bring out Barrascuda here. Barrascuda is showing a kill to the Blaziken in the back, so it will never come out. Right now, at least. This is always going to bait out the Electros for Discharge. Even if we had taken stone damage, it still would only ever bait out Discharge. We are going to click Flip Turn. This Flip Turn never kills. Just going to do a little bit of chip. And we're going to switch right into Hydreigon, I believe, on this Discharge. Now again, we did all the calculations that no matter what, even if we had taken 2 stone damages here, it would have always been fine. I think my plan for this fight is to literally just stop, take a breath. Yeah, once you start getting into like the fiction of Fiction Land, dude, it's like, bruh, like it fucking just hurts. It sucks. We are always gonna click U-turn here. This is always baiting out Sludge Bomb. I'm ready to go right into our Beedrill. Oh, trust me, I tell you right now, those fights, they're demonic in there. It's not even Fiction Land? Oh. Hey, y'all, if there's someone who can steer it, I'm gonna say that's you. We're gonna always kill this thing with U-turn. Alright. Are you gonna, like, wipe if something bad happens, or are you just gonna, like, lose a Mon? I'm gonna switch into Barrascuda, who's gonna outspeed and kill this Blaziken in the back. If this Blaziken had Detect, I guess it would still be fine, because it still would have been seeing a kill. And we outspeed and kill this thing with Liquidation. We have to just make sure to click Liquidation. Alright, so you're at least not wiping is the best part. Are you going to lose like a bad Mon if that happens? I'm assuming all the Mons, if you're bringing them to that fight, they're all kind of good Mons. Which is kind of fucking rough. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, Delphox is like the hero of the run. Can't fucking have him lose. Or you can't lose him. What's unlucky? Like, are we talking about like 10% or like 1%? Oh, I can just use the escape rope. Oh. The next one is the hardest. Wait, are you talking about this rain fight? Yo, I fucking came up with such a cool strat for this rain fight. If that's who you're talking about, the rain fight. I came up with a really cool strat, I'm pretty sure. Oh. No. Oh, no, the fucking stupid... No, you're talking about the maze. I saw Small Ant do it. I think I have an idea of what he did, but... Dude, the maze looks so stupid. I've played this before, I think in Radical Red. I think they had something very similar. And it was... Small Ant said it best. Why are we doing this in a battle simulator? Oh, wait, let's just keep this on Beedrill. I saw the maze. I'm pretty sure I looked up how to do it because I saw Small Ant do it. The next 2 trainers, I honestly came up with some pretty cool strats, and I'm excited to show them off. I was just more worried about the trainer I just fought, because if the Blaziken came in at the wrong time and I fucked something up, that Blaziken was wiping my entire team. Oh, that shit? Yeah, I have no fucking clue, dude. I have no clue how it works. I know we just gotta fucking outskill it, which is what I'm gonna do. Just gonna fucking outskill it, man. This is Shannon, so we're gonna bring out Thunderous. We want Hydreigon. I believe he's already in our party, yep. We have Florges making his debut. I think it's just random too, dude. It's just like a random spinner is probably how it's coded if I had to guess. I don't know, though. We have Golisopod. Where's my golly? Right here. Watch. Dude, I'm gonna fucking kill it, is all I'm gonna say. My movement is too good. And we have Sceptile. Alright, so let's make sure to do the leveling up first. So, 95. 95, this guy needs to come to 95. Alright, this guy needs to come to 95. Everyone needs to be 95. Besides Golisopod needs to be 92. There's no more double battles, so I'm fine leveling up my Sceptile now. I know, obviously, it's besides fucking E4, but still. Let's put on all of our items. We need a magnet. On you. We need a Persimberry. On you. We need a Choice Scarf. Do we have one? We do. On you. We need no item on Golisopod. We need a Choice Scarf on Sceptile. And on Basculegion, we need a Mystic Water. Alright, so let's do everything first. We're going to pre-burn Thunderous. Whoops. We want to pre-damage Hydreigon to 270. We want to pre-damage Florges to 180, and we have to pre-burn her. Whoops, pre-damage slot 3, which is where Florges is, to 180, and we have to pre-burn her. We need to pre-damage Golisopod to 224. And we need to pre-damage Basculegion to 307. Alright, let me just make sure I have everything right here first, and then we're going to bring him into the calc. So we have this guy with a magnet, level 95, pre-burned, perfect. This guy, level 95, pre-damage to 270 with a Persimberry. This guy with a Choice Scarf, pre-burned and pre-damage to 180. We have this guy, level 92, pre-damage to 224. No item, that's perfect. We have this guy, level 95, pre-damage to 307 with a Mystic Water. And this guy with a Choice Scarf, 95. Okay, let's bring everyone into the calc. And we'll run through my line real quick. I am super excited to hopefully show this one off, assuming I didn't fuck it off. These next two lines I'm really happy with. These, I couldn't use really anyone else's like inspiration, so I kind of had to cook myself, and I think I cooked. I love my chain kills, so I always try so hard to bring out some chain kills. Where's Florges? There she is. Golisopod. We have Basculegion. And we have Sceptile. Okay. So turn 1. This is in permanent rain. We are just going to Volt Switch and kill this Pelipper right here. Let me just bring up my notes. We have a magnet on, and even through his Wakanberry, we still always kill. We're going to bring out Hydreigon. Hydreigon is pre-damaged to 270, and we're not faster than the Florges Gorbis, but doesn't see a kill. We're not faster than the Whimsicott, but it doesn't see a kill. And we're faster than everyone else in the back, so it's going to go for the first thing that shows a slow kill that we do not kill. Now, Dragonite sees its own multi-scale, so we're going to bring out the Dragonite for a slow kill with Dragon Claw. We are pre-damaged to 270 for a different reason, but 270 is always going to bait out the first guy with a slow kill. So we're going to U-turn on the guaranteed Dragon Claw to Florges. Florges is pre-damaged to 180 and pre-burn, so we're going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to take Let me do it. 281 divided by 16 is 17. So we're going to take a little bit of chip damage. This is important. So minus 180 minus 17. We're going to be down to 163. It's not important for this, but we will always be showing only a kill with Earthquake because it's the highest damaging move. We are just going to switch right back into Hydreigon. Now that this guy doesn't have his multi-scale, we always kill with Draco Meteor. Now, this is going to bait out, again, very similar, where it's going to go the first thing that we do not kill that shows a slow kill. We're pre-damaged to 270 so that this Scizor always sees a kill with Bug Bite. Now, he's going to click Bug Bite. We're going to U-turn for just a little bit of chip damage into Golisopod. Golisopod does not have a Citrus Berry for this reason, because we're going to take that Bug Bite right there. And we're pre-damaged to 224. So 224 minus the minimum roll of Bug Bite, which is 91, brings us down to 133, which is emergency exit range. And we're never dead to a Bug Bite crit. Does 162 maximum. And we're going to go into Basculegion. Basculegion is fast in this Scizor. Now, here's where this kind of fiction happens. If he doesn't click, it's tied between Bug Bite and Bullet Punch. It's always, and I guess it could be Swords. Oh no, it can never be Sword Stance because we show fast to it KO. This is either Bug Bite or Bullet Punch. We want to see Bullet Punch. If we do not see Bullet Punch and we crit our Liquidation, we could be in for a little bit of fiction. But ideally scenario, we just Liquidation, always take a hit from this guy, and we're pre-damaged to 307. Now 307 minus a max roll crit from either of these moves, which does 148, takes us down to 159. We're always going to kill with Liquidation into Aqua Jet into this guy. So the reason that we couldn't pre-damage anymore is because we do not want to bait out this Gorbis. Even if we get max roll crit, this will never bait out the Gorbis because this is 158. The problem is if we do not see Bullet Punch and we crit the Liquidation, there is a 1 in 32 chance that this guy might click Grass Whistle on this switch. And him clicking Grass Whistle on the switch is kind of bad. Not because we're going to get slept. We're going to switch right into Thundurus, who's pre-burned already. And, by the way, even if this guy, I did the math, even if this guy, Thundurus, gets 2 detects in a row, and then we take a third burn on the switch in, and we're taking an Energy Ball from this guy, and we get the max roll crit, and we get Defense dropped, we still only ever bait out Weather Ball. We never bait out Energy Ball, which is really lucky, I think. Because we'll be -1 SPDF, and yeah, we'll always bait out Weather Ball from this guy, which then we are going to get 10% off of him with Life Orb chip. We are not going to Volt Switch. We're going to go into Hydreigon, who's going to take a Weather Ball and then take a Hurricane. We can never get Grass Whistled because we are Dark type, and Dark types are immune to Prankster. We always take 2 hits and we slow U-turn, so that should be 30% chip, and the U-turn does 50. If we got Grass Whistled on the switch to Thundurus, he would have only taken 40, which means that this Moonblast is a roll to kill, and we will probably die, and we will probably have to sack Florges if that happens. Which, again, it's a 1 in 32 chance to click Grass Whistle after we 1 in 16 crit him after he did 1 in 32. It's so astronomically low. And then we have to not hit the range. And if that happens, we just have to sack it to this Gorbis, because it's going to bait out Ice Beam or Surf. If it doesn't bait out Ice Beam, then we're chilling. If we get a second hit off, but I think after the burn, it's going to bait out Ice Beam. We're just going to have to sack it. But in the ideal scenario, we'll be taking 2 burn ticks, which will always put us at 129 HP. Because again, we're at 180, and we take 3 burn ticks from this, from those turns. So 381 divided by 16 puts us at 17. So we should be taking 17 and 17 to 129. We'll always bait out a fast kill from this guy with, or a slow kill with Surf. So we'll never click Shell Smash. It will always prioritize the slow kill. So then we can switch into Sceptile with a Choice Scarf and Energy Ball, and then Energy Ball, and we always live this Surf. I think it's pretty good. Alright, so we got this guy with a Magnet, level 95, pre-burned. This guy with a Persian Berry, pre-damaged in 270. This guy, Florges, 180 and pre-burned with a Choice Scarf. This guy with no item because we don't want to heal up the Scizor. Even though it doesn't really matter. Mystic Water Liquidation to Aqua Jet kills, but the U-turn is just nice chip. And the Liquidation crit is going to kill anyway, so it doesn't matter. Mystic Water, pre-damage to 307, and a Choice Scarf, level 95. Alright, so not this fight. We just did this fight, right? Pretty sure we just did this fight. It shouldn't be this guy. Should be perfect. Alright, so from what I understand, you're supposed to go down here. You're supposed to break this, break both of these. Go up here, wait for him to turn. Oh, okay. Never mind. Hold on. That was warm up. Come on, turn man. Oh, okay. That was warm up too. Dude, this fucking guy. Oh, okay. Dude. This fucking guy, like... Okay. Outplayed? Outplayed, what can I say? He just got outskilled. Alright. Let's go over here. Let's save and let's check everything one more time. Fuck that guy. Alright, so one more time. Pre-burned with a magnet. Persimberry, pre-damage to 270. Choice Scarf, pre-burned, pre-damage to 180. This guy, pre-damage to 224 with no item, level 92. This guy with 307, Mystic Water, and a Choice Scarf. I only looked at the next one. I don't know anything about the sequence after, man. Wait, really? Oh, fuck. I don't want to have to fucking do that, man. Oh, wait. Was I showing the right screen the entire time? Was I showing my planning screen or was I showing my main screen that entire time? Do I have to re-go over the line? Fuck. I think I was showing my planning or my regular screen. Fuck. I wasn't showing this. What was I showing? Oh, fuck. Alright, let me rerun through the line real quick. So, turn 1, we're going to start off with Volt Magnet on Pelipper. We're going to Volt Switch. And we're going to bring out Hydreigon. Hydreigon is faster than everything besides the Gorbis and the Whimsicott. Neither are seeing a kill. So it's going to go the first guy that, what do you call it? We're showing a kill to with this Dragonite. Now, it sees its own multi-scale from what I understand. So it should bait out the Dragonite for a guaranteed Dragon Claw. Again, we're pre-damaged to 270. This is always going to bait out Dragon Claw. We're going to U-turn, break this guy's multi-scale into Florges. Florges is pre-damaged to 180, and he's going to take one poison burn tick. And this is always going to bait out Earthquake. We're going to switch back to Hydreigon, and now that he lost his multi-scale, we can just drop a Draco and kill him. This, again, is going to do the same thing as earlier. It's going to look at the first guy that sees a slow kill that we do not kill. It's going to go into this guy for Bug Bite. Also, even if this guy wasn't... Oh, no, never mind. Anyways, this is going to go to this guy for Bug Bite. We're going to U-turn into Gliscopod to always emergency exit out into Basculegion. Now, here is where the fiction happens. So if he clicks Bug Bite over Bullet Punch, and then we crit the Liquidation, there is a 1 in 32 chance that we might have to sack Florges. And even then, I think it's 1 in 64, because Florges can just always hit the range, or U-turn can crit and shit, so it's even higher than that. But basically, we're going to take one hit and hit him with the Liquidation, or hopefully take one hit, and then kill him with Aqua Jet. This is always going to bait out the Whimsicott for a fast kill with Energy Ball. Even if we get max roll crit on Basculegion, this will never show a kill to Gorbis. I can't pre-damage anymore because we can't have this Gorbis coming out early. And at 307, let me just make sure. 307 minus a max roll crit from either this or this, which do the exact same damage, 148, brings us to 159, which will never show this guy's Surf Kill. But anyways, this should always bait out Energy Ball. We're going to switch into Thunderous. This guy's going to take 10% of his HP. We are going to always bait out Weather Ball. We're going to, even if we get defense dropped, it's fine. After all the damage, we're still only ever baiting out Weather Ball. Even after the 3 burn ticks, if he got double protect into our protect turn into the max roll crit of Energy Ball, I'm pretty sure we're still only ever baiting Weather Ball by like a few points. And then we switch into Hydreigon, who is going to come in Take this Weather Ball, take the Hurricane. We can't be Grass Whistle because we're a Dark type and he has Prankster. And we have a Persian Berry in case we get Hurricane confused. And we slow U-turn into Florges, who will take 1 Burn Tick and then kill this guy with Moonblast. This will then, after those 2 more Burn Ticks, always bait out this guy for exactly Surf. And then we just switch into Sceptile with a Choice Scarf and just kill them both with Energy Ball and Energy Ball. Let me just make sure everyone is exactly their items 1/3 time. So this guy level 95 with Magnet. This guy with a Persian Berry, 270. This guy with a Choice Scarf, pre-burned 180. This guy, no item. I'm a 92. This guy with Mystic Water, 307, and Choice Scarf. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be in permanent rain because this Pelipper has the ability Drizzle. We are going to outspeed, Volt Switch, and kill even through this guy's Wakan Berry. There's a very high likely chance he's going to click Detect here the first turn. It does not matter. We always click Volt Switch. That's fine. He could even double Detect, but as far as I understand, he cannot triple Detect. This is fine. Okay, we got double Detect. It's annoying. He should not be able to triple Detect from what I understand. Perfect. We're gonna go right into Hydreigon here. This should always bait out the Dragonite. And this Dragonite will always be seeing a kill with its high. Well, it's not always seeing a kill, but its highest damaging move and doesn't have any other setup moves is Dragon Claw. So it can only ever click Dragon Claw. We outspeed and we just tap this guy with U-turn. This is gonna break his multi-scale. And we're going to switch right into Florges. Florges is going to take nothing because it is a fairy type. We're going to take a little bit of Burn Chip. And this will always beat out his highest damaging move, which is Earthquake. We're going to switch right back to our Hydreigon now that his multi-scale is removed. Perfect. And now that his multi-scale is removed, we just kill him with Draco Meteor. Now this is going to look in the back and say, hey, what slow kills this guy? Because there's nothing that fast kills him. And that's going to be the Scizor for Bug Bite. And we are pre-damaged to 270 such that this guy will never click Sword Stance. He will always click Bug Bite. Because technically we're -2 special attacks. We are not showing this guy a kill. We always click U-turn here. Just for a little bit of chip. We don't really need the chip, but there's no reason not to. Yeah. We're going to switch right into Golisopod here, who's going to take this Bug Bite. We don't have a berry because we don't want to heal him, even though it doesn't matter. But we should always get emergency exited out from this. Oh, okay, he wants to crit us. Sure. And we're going to switch into Bascu Legion. Just make sure. Alright, so let's see if we are going to get some fiction here. Otherwise, we should be good. Alright, so let's see Bullet Punch. Just make our life easy. We click Liquidation. Okay, don't crit. Okay, good. There shouldn't be any more fiction. We got halfway there, or not halfway there, but we got kind of there. We always kill this thing with Aqua Jet. This is going to bait out the Whimsicott for a guaranteed energy ball. We're going to switch into Thunderous. Perfect. He takes a little bit of chip damage, and now we're burned, so he can never click Grass Whistle, and at our HP range, he's only ever baiting out Weather Ball. So we are going to hard switch out into Hydreigon. Let me just make sure. Yep, we're holding a Persenberry. So this should always ever be Weather Ball. This is going to take now 20% of his HP with his Life Orb. Now, this guy is faster, so he is going to attack us with his highest damaging move, which is Hurricane. We have a Persenberry in case we get Hurricane confused, and we are Dark type, so we're immune to Grass Whistle. He will never click it because we are a Dark type and he has Prankster. So we always click U-turn right here, and this will be a slow U-turn. He's going to take now 30% of his HP. And with U-turn, this will now be 51% of his HP. We now go into Florges. Florges has a Choice Scarf, so it actually outspeeds this thing. We're going to take a little bit of burn damage. And let me just make sure that we should be... It's 146 minus, I believe it was 17. Which takes us down to 129 after this. We can always click Moonblast. This should take us down to 129. Now this Gorbis is always seeing a kill with Surf. So always prioritize the kill over setup. We're going to switch into Sceptile here. And Sceptile's going to chain the last two. At level 95 with a Choice Scarf. We always kill with Energy Ball into Energy Ball. And we outspeed. Alright, and that's Trainer rate down. Well, I guess, hold on, I gotta make sure I kill this Swampert. All right. I got one more fight planned. Oh god, that's a horrific cry. Ow. And I know you have to hear that to end the game. All right, so let's save our game. Okay, let's use an escape rope. Alright. I think I cooked on this fight too. I love my chain kills. And we will be getting some in this next fight. Alright. Let's take a look at my notes and let's see what I need. Am I on the right screen now? Nope. Let's go there. We have Caroline, so we need Barrascuda. He's not in my party. We need Lilligant. Lilligant finally even hasn't left in a while. We need Sceptile. 2 grass types. Who brings 2 grass types? Hydreigon? We're 100% going to need to make a pit stop to get the Assault Vest. We need Urshifu. And we need Dragapult. Alright, let's look in... Do we need to level up anyone? Everyone looks like they're already leveled to 95, so nope. Alright, so Barraskewda gets no item. Lilligant gets no item. Sceptile gets a Lumberry. Pretty sure it doesn't need a Lumberry. It could have been like a different berry, but... Lumberry just because I have so many of them. Assault Vest we do not have. We're going to have to grab that, so let's put on the Life Orb real quick on Urshifu. And Spell Tag. I know, Spell Tag, who has used that? Alright, let's go here. Alright, so we need to grab the Assault Vest. We're gonna get to see a second slow U-turn strat. Alright, and we got a pre-damage Lilligant to 229. Okay. Let's take a look real quick. I'm going to bring everyone into the calc after this. So, no item, level 95 with the Barraskewda. This guy, level 95, pre-damage to 229. This guy, level 95 with the Lumberry. This guy, level 95 with the Assault Vest. This guy, level 95 with the Life Orb. This guy, level 95 with the Spell Tag. Perfect. Alright, so let's bring everyone in. Alright, this strat's pretty dang cool, though. I think it is. So let me show off the double grass strat. There's Hydreigon right here, Urshifu, and the Pult. Alright, so turn 1, we don't have an item because we don't want to kill this thing. We are going to click Flip Turn. Now, Flip Turn, this is always beating out exactly Earthquake from him. It is his highest damaging move. He cannot click anything else. We are going to click Flip Turn and do a minimum of 46%. Yes, this will give him a +1 defense boost, which is fine. We're going to switch right into Lilligant. Lilligant is always going to take an Earthquake, and we are pre-damaged to 229. So 229 minus a minimum roll of Earthquake will bring us to 138. And even if we get max roll crit, we're at 229, I believe. Yeah, 229 minus a max roll crit will always bring us to minus 162. Does this line up with my notes? 67. Perfect. And we outspeed and kill this thing with Leaf Storm. It's going to show the first thing with a fast kill, which is not the Ferrothorn. That thing has 37 HP. This is always going to be Ice Beam from this Blastoise. It can never be anything else besides Ice Beam. And we're at 138 minimum, I believe. Perfect. From that Earthquake. Now, this is always going to... We're going to be -2 special attack because we used Leaf Storm on this guy. So this guy will come out. He'll never be able to Shell Smash because we're always showing him a kill. This guy's going to click Ice Beam. Now, I don't know how, but my Sceptile takes this Ice Beam. We have an Aspire Berry. That's fine. Outspeeds and kills him with Leaf Storm. All perfect. That's great. I don't know how. Even it's crazy. And we just outspeed and kill this thing with Leaf Storm. This is going to bait out the Zoroark for a random move. We do not care which move because we're going to switch into Hydreigon. Hydreigon takes any 2 sets of moves with the Assault Vest. Even if he max roll crits his Hyper Voice, it only does 49%. And we are just coming in, and we are going to come in, and he has a Focus Sash, that's why. We're going to take 2 hits. Even if he Nasty Plots on the switch, and then hits us with a Hyper Voice, we never die. And we're just going to U-turn right here. We're going to U-turn right into Urshifu. Urshifu's then going to kill this thing. We're slow U-turning, by the way, with this guy. And we always take 2 hits again with the Assault Vest. And we're going to go into this guy and Sucker Punch. We have a Life Orb, so we're going to take a little bit of Chip. I believe we're going to take down, I wrote down the HPs, to 288. We show fast kills to everything in the back. We show a fast kill to this guy. With the Life Orb, we show a fast kill to the Braviary, and we show a fast kill to the Pre-Mega Gallade, who also has Inner Focus. Let me just double check that. Pretty sure. Who is this for? What's the trainer's name? Pretty sure they're both Inner Focus. Caroline. Gallade inner focus, correct. So we show a kill to it. We're going to close combat this Ferrothorn. We're going to go down to 216 HP because we're going to take Life Orb Chip, plus we're going to take Iron Barbs. And we're going to be -1 defense and -1 SPDEF. It's going to go in team order because as soon as we kill everything, we're going to kill this guy with Wicked Blow. This is going to take us down to 184 and -1 defense and -1 SPDEF. Even at -1 defense and -1 SPDEF, pre-Mega Gallade only ever sees a kill with close combat, never sees a kill with anything else. So we're just going to go into Pult, and Pult with a spell tag always kills this thing with Phantom Force, the Mega version right here. And we always kill him. And we don't take anything from close combat because we're a Ghost type. I think this is a cool strat. I'm excited to hopefully have it work. No item, level 95. This guy, level 95, pre-damage to 229. This is the most important thing, because if this guy shell smashes, we just lose. Let me just make sure that Earthquake minimum roll always does that. So 229, whoops. Minus Earthquake, which is 91, 138. I'm going to pre-damage by 1 more HP to 228. Perfect. So let's just check everything again. So no item, level 95. This guy, no item, always kills. His minimum roll of Leaf Storm does, let me just make sure, 210. 210 plus the minimum roll of Flip Turn, which does 150. Does 360. Always kills. Okay, babies. Lumberry on this guy. Never dies to an Ice Beam. Max roll crit, and we have an Aspir or Lumberry just in case it was somehow like Scald or something, but would always be fine. We outspeed and kill with Leaf Storm. This guy baits out a random move. We always have Assault Vest to always live with 2. We have Life Orb on Urshifu for all that damage I was talking about, and then Spell Tag. Alright. Let's get outplayed again. Alright, so we go down here. From what I saw for Small Ant, this is all I looked up. You click this, go down here. Oh, okay. Fuck this guy, man. This is so annoying. I wouldn't mind it if, like, you didn't have to make this U-turn right here. Ugh. Fucking prick. Okay. Oh, I hate this guy so much. This is so tilting before the fights. I feel like this is only done just to tilt you right before the fight. This has to be just so it tilts you before the fight. Alright, so from what I understand, you have to go down here. You have to break this. You have to push this down one. You have to push this down. Now you have to juke this guy one more time, and you're gonna have to, like... Oh, dude! That's bullshit. You get locked, so you can't do anything while it's moving that. Can you look this way so I can... Okay. There we go. Yeah, outplayed. Yeah, fucking roadblock this shit. Can't see that shit now. Then you get this one. You get this. I don't know how the puzzle actually works. I just know that you do that, you get up to this. That was annoying. Dude, it's just so annoying. Like, you're all set to go. You mentally prepared. You figured out the line. And then all of a sudden you're like, Break rock, push right. I'm gonna check that in 1 second. Let me just make sure all my items are good. Okay. So I'm gonna have to break that rock. Bring that all the way up or some shit. Oh, fuck. I see what you mean. Okay, I see what you're cooking. I see what you're cooking. You're saying you usually would bring this up, and then you'd be able to bring up this rock, block that other guy, right? Fairly certain. Sorry, I'm just paranoid. I always like to triple check. Level 95, no item. This guy, no item. 228. Lumberry. Okay, and I brought all the items over. Alright, music off. Alright, so turn 1. This is always baiting out Earthquake from this Mudsdale. We are faster, and we are going to click Flip Turn. This guy's going to get a... Yeah, that's for the next turn and not this one. That crit never killed. This is always baiting out Earthquake. I'm going to switch into Lilligant. Should always put us below, perfect, below 138, and we always kill with Sleep Storm. This Leaf Storm is important because it will lower our special attack by 2 stages, which means that we are not showing a kill on this Blastoise. And at 128 HP, this is only ever baiting out Ice Beam from this Blastoise. I guess I could have gone a little bit lower so that I could have bait out like Scald or Earthquake, but just for consistency's sake. And also I want to show off that this Sceptile somehow can tank an Ice Beam from this guy. We always switch into Sceptile. Dude, I don't know how this guy can take a fucking Ice Beam. That's crazy to me. We have a Lumberry anyways, and we always click Leaf Storm. Let me just make sure. Yep. Oh yeah, the reason I wanted to take an Ice Beam is because I wanted to always make sure I show a kill to the Zoroark in the back. And if I was showing Scald or other stuff, I would have had to pre-damage. So, taking the Ice Beam is literally perfect. And now it's going to bring out the Zoroark. Now, I know Smallant got tripped up by this because it's going to actually show Gallade, and it doesn't actually show the, It's okay, buddy. It's okay. My doggy's freaking out. I'm going to have to take him out right after this fight. Yeah, this shows Gallade. Now, I can assure you, this is fucking Zoroark. If this isn't Zoroark, I am fucked. But I am so certain that this should be Zoroark. So we're going to switch into Hydreigon. And we should see a Flamethrower or a Hyper Voice. If not, we might wipe. If we see a Mega Stone go off, then we're kind of fucked. Perfect. And now we take any move he wants. He could click really anything. Whatever he wants to. Well, we're going to slow U-turn. That's fine. Gets a little scary, but still. And we're going to go right into Urshifu. We broke his Focus Sash. That was our whole point. And all along... That's a sick sprite, though. That is so sick. And now we are going to click Sucker Punch on this guy. This guy is normally faster than us, but with a Life Orb and with Sucker Punch, we always kill. Now, we show kills to everything down the line. We're going to keep track of our HP. We should be at 288 right now because we take Life Orb Chip. And this should just be baiting down the line, so we should see the Ferrothorn right here. We're going to kill this thing with Close Combat. We're going to get a 3-mon chain right here. We should be ending up at 216 HP because of the Life Orb plus the Iron Barbs. And we're -1 defense and -1 Spadef. And then we take our Life Orb. Perfect. 216 exactly as expected. And now this is going to be the Hisuian Bravery, which we kill with Wicked Blow. This is going to bait out the Galley now, as it is their last Mon. And at -1 defense and -1 SPDF, at 100 and, what was it, 88 HP, we're only ever baiting out close combat. 184, fine. Did I have that in my notes? Yep, I did. 184. And we're always baiting out close combat, so we're going to switch right into the Pult. And we outspeed and kill this thing with Phantom Force with a spell tag. Perfect. Phantom Force. Perfect. He misses, and we always kill. Sweet. Colleen. I want to look at the HPs afterwards. I feel like my HPs are pretty sick. It doesn't even look like we went to a fight. Looks like we were just pre-damaging for the next one. Let's check it out real quick. Nah, not so much. Maybe a little bit of pre-damage. It's a lot more HP than I thought I lost. Alright. We always save. We're going to go back, and that was the 4 trainers I had planned. I think I kind of cooked, is all I'm saying on those fights. Looks like we have, I think 6 more fights until we, are done with Victory Road. Probably not going to look at the E4 unless I'm, like, really stuck on a fight and really need to, like, think about scaling something. Or if I'm, like, having to potentially stack a decent Mon. I like to normally, leave just Infernape, sort out my box. Cool. And we do the Pult right in here. Alright. I believe we shouldn't have any items besides Beedrillite. Perfect. Alright. That was all the fights I had planned, so thank you for watching. Let me say it one more time. And take care.